to the audio show.
So just to ensure that I keep us up to date, I decided to do this one into a video. But let me just say right off of the cuff, I really and truly love you all when you come to the channel and you come with different opinions, because it does give us places to talk, because you people all talk all the time. And you all provide very, very insightful things. It doesn't matter what you say, you provide insightful things, so long as you all are respectful. I want to give a big shout out to Erica. And of course, Angela always does her little challenges. And of course, Nana does her challenges. Everybody's generally bringing their own thing. But I just want to highlight that I really do love how the community finds ways of means of disagreeing, but just nonetheless disagree in a very respectful manner, and actually, keep, trying to see exactly if we can see each other's points. Anyways, let's jump into now where this Zashery is upset because Zashery was not given the truth about Diesel. Let's go.
You good though?
I'm alright, I'm just tired.
Yeah, me too. I can't. That was like a movie last night.
Yeah.
I felt so bad for Mom. We actually need to go by her house and check on her.
Right.
Yeah. But, you just never know people, I guess.
Right. So, why didn't you tell me?
Tell you what?
That Diesel was crazy. A freaking nutcase.
I don't think you can refer to him in that way, but what do you mean why I didn't tell you?
He was literally out of his mind.
So, sure, we can't say that anymore. You have to understand that people are coming from a certain timeline, and I'm glad that she was corrected on that. But her question is valid. Why you never tell her exactly that, Diesel have an issue? Why did you hide that? That's the thing. Why did you not mention that at all?
And you knew.
I wouldn't say
Sis,
that I knew.
That was scary. That was very scary.
It was scary. It was scaring me too.
So why didn't you tell me?
I honestly didn't know. I've seen Diesel have an episode. I thought he was going through something in his life. When I initially met him, he seemed fine.
So she has lied again. You saw him with an episode and you think that him seem fine. Let's talk about it, and let's think about it. You saw him have an episode where he was basically, even though you were guilty, you saw him pretending as though he had a little child beside him. And you think that he was basically fine. You never really and truly want to ring that to anybody at all. That's an image that would have never ever left your mind. Doesn't matter who you are, it won't leave your mind. An image of someone hallucinating will never leave your mind. So she's lying again.
Was blackmailing me and Anthony when I was pregnant. He was completely
But you really
fine.
knew this man.
No,
this
I didn't know. I didn't know him like that. I've seen him have an episode before.
Exactly, that's insane.
Okay, but I didn't tell Mom to date him, this homeless man.
But you knew they were dating. Why didn't you say anything?
Wasn't him being homeless like the biggest red flag ever, or no?
Him having a mental illness is the biggest red flag ever.
I mean, but
Mom was just trying to help him, and I guess ended up liking him. Listen to
I
what?
didn't know.
That's a lie. You knew, but you make it look like saying you know. You know. You knew. You were the same one we talked to Diesel in the kitchen when Diesel left. But you make it look no like you don't know. You know, man. Don't do that.
See him have an episode, but I didn't know it was something he was constantly dealing with. Like, why are you
having an episode is a big deal? But you know what, sis? You tend to do this a lot, especially to me. You always leave me in the dark, and I'm your sister. Every time, and you want me to have your back to fight for you, but you can't share things with me? You do this all the time.
Zashery, that's not the truth.
That is the truth.
When I met Diesel, I was pregnant and he was talking about blackmailing me and Anthony.
But what? You didn't tell me that either.
Was he talking about blackmailing you, or did he blackmail you guys because he was trying to get you both to tell the truth? Oh, nobody must get that. Shayla fans, this is exactly why we don't rock with you. Because the girl leaves out important details of the story to make it look as though the person they're talking about is the one that's in the wrong. This is why when we use words like manipulative, if you're not in Shayla's category, and I can't compare you apples to apples with a Shayla, you cannot be called that. Because this is the absolute, the ultimate manipulator is Shayla, who manipulates arguments and manipulates narratives and storylines to fit her own.
I didn't even know
I
that was
can't always
happening.
talk to you. Look at how you're talking to me now.
Because
That's
of
right.
this.
Anytime I try to have a talk with you, you're always negative. You're always like combative. What? You can't have a regular conversation without giving your negative opinion.
You know
So
what
why
it
would
is?
I want to talk
You know
to
what
you?
it is? Because you don't like to hear the truth, and you know I keep it real, and it bothers you. It really bothers you, and that's why.
Okay.
Bingo. That's the issue. That's the issue right there. And you see, just know when Piari came for advice, that's what Piari needed. She didn't need to be cuddled. She didn't need anything else at all. She needed the truth. People sometimes need the truth. When things break apart, you need the truth. You don't need to be cuddled. But in recent times, we have a tendency to try to get too, no, let me just, oh, it's not your fault. Yes, it's your fault. What are you going to do about it now? Now that you know it's your fault, can you take responsibility or accountability and then move on to the next phase? Zashery is 110% correct. That's what it is. That's what bothers Shayla. Shayla don't like the truth. She doesn't like when you face the truth in her face. Notice how she behaved when Amber told her, "I can never trust you." How she was acting like Amber is doing the worst possible thing in the world because that was the truth.
That's why.
Okay.
Every single time we go through this.
Oh my God. This is
You
why
can
this
never
is why I
agree
can't
with me
talk
with
to you.
anything.
It's not that.
But
It's
I
not
could agree
that.
with your mom and try to be understanding, but you could never be understanding with me or agree with me on
Okay.
literally nothing. Why can't
Zashery.
you just say, okay, sis, I'm sorry,
Okay.
or agree with me for once?
God, you are so irritating.
She's not going to do that. That's why she's not going to do that. As far as Shayla is concerned, she does no wrong. And so your girl is in the same category. Karma, winter is coming. Winter is coming. Winter is coming. I'm telling you right now. Shayla fans, winter is coming. I want y'all guys to type inside of the comments if you believe it's coming. Winter is coming. Watch what happen. Watch what happen. Watch. Zashery, you're right. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and talk to y'all soon.